Oh,
Well, actually, the driveway one cuts it off if they're too close on the sidewalk.
Are you live?
You ready to start? All right, go ahead.
you're okay.
You didn't hear about the doorbell.
Yeah. That's true. Are you good, Casey? So this is the final public hearing for the City of Lock Haven's 2023 CDBG program. I call the meeting to order. It is 6:31. The public hearing is the second and final hearing related to the City of Lock Haven Community Development Block Grant 2023 citizen participation process. The purpose of this meeting is to inform citizens of the proposed activities to be included in the city's application and solicit comments from citizens concerning these activities. I encourage individuals watching live on Facebook and YouTube to comment their name for attendance purposes. In the 2023 federal fiscal year, the City of Lock Haven was allocated $309,332 through the CDBG program and is considering the following activities for their application. The first being public restrooms at the Main Street parking lot in the amount of $220,000. This will apply under neighborhood facilities and benefit the entire City of Lock Haven because it is open public restroom and also located in the highly trafficked central business district. The city has a population of 7,835 and a low water percentage of 58.2%. And this is according to 2015 American Community Survey data provided by DCD. So we know the recent census data is a little higher than that, but this is the data we have to go by. The next project will be the Family Service Association of Northeastern PA 211 support in the amount of $15,000. This will be under mental health services. And it will support calls and costs related to staffing response teams of the program. We are asking the FSA to reimburse costs that only occur for calls within the City of Lock Haven. So they have a way to break down that data and we will only be reimbursing those costs. This again benefits the entire City of Lock Haven, as we can't pinpoint where the 211 calls come from, but we are again extrapolating that from the City of Lock Haven limits. That meets the 58.2 low to moderate percentage as required by DCD. There will be no displacement of residents associated with this activity or the public restrooms activity. The next project is the Hannah Park improvements in the amount of $30,000. This is a park recreational facilities project. It will fund a portion of improvements associated with Hannah Park. The improvement project will address ADA compliance issues, enhance public restrooms, and upgrade and add new play equipment to the park. This again benefits the entire City of Lock Haven. That 58.2% low to moderate income residents. The Hannah Park is the second largest and the plans will include unique amenities that are only found in Hannah Park and not anywhere else. So it benefits the entire city. The next project is zoning ordinance and subdivision land development ordinance update in the amount of $25,000. This is a planning activity and is paid for out of a portion of the administrative costs. It will fund a percentage of costs associated with the City of Lock Haven subdivision land development ordinance update. It will benefit the entire City of Lock Haven. Everyone is subject to that subdivision land development ordinance, as well as the zoning ordinance. The last category for allocation of costs is administration. We've allocated $19,392 to be used for administration of the program. Cost associated with any project, as well as has the option to cover engineering, any other project funds, but mostly covers staff and engineering. This amount is equal to approximately 6% of the total allocation and is below the 18% cap placed on the service. So I ran through those pretty quickly. Are there any questions or comments from attendees regarding the projects that I just mentioned?
I have a question, Abby. Are these the public restrooms that we had talked about before, the self-cleaning public restrooms?
Yes, they are. So we previously applied for the local share account statewide, did not receive that grant. And this will be another project good for public service, low to moderate income residents. So we're trying this program.
I think it's worth noting, you and I talked a little bit different. Reached out to let people know we're still formulating the plan for Hannah,
Yes.
and they can you say for, you know, like how they can give their opinions.
Yeah, of course. There is a Hannah Park survey on the city's civil space page. It is on the city website, lockhavenpa.gov. On the right-hand side, there's a Lock Haven Civil Space tab in red. You can hit there and find the Hannah Park Improvement Project. The survey, I believe, ends in the end of November. And then we'll take those comments and start formulating a design. I will also add that we're planning for this Hannah Park improvements to be a multi-year project through CDBG. So it's definitely not going to be built by $30,000. But we have years coming through. We're always allocated money. So we will build a design that's fit to the community's responses and go from there.
Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions? If there are any questions or comments following this hearing from anyone watching or anyone here, please send them in writing to aroberts@lockhavenpa.gov by the end of the day on October 12th, 2023. This will satisfy the end of our 10-day public comment period for the program. And then the next steps will be City Council's final approval of the application, set to occur at their regular meeting on October 16th, where they will approve the final resolution to apply to the program. The submission of the application to DCD should be before Friday, October 27th. I plan to do that in between the week beforehand, so the application will be available for a public review on October 20. Well, I guess November 1st. Nah. The next week following that, where City Hall is open. Go from there. Are there any other questions on the remaining aspects of the citizen participation process or the application process? All right, so hearing no comments, I will adjourn the public hearing for the City of Lock Haven's 2023 CDBG program at 6:38. Thank you.
Thank you.